Tufts University Jumbos. Now here are this afternoon's starting lineups. First for the Salem State University Vikings.
Kind of windy out here.
Playing right field, number 30, Kevin Cairns. Batting second and playing first base, number 33, Dan Connors. Batting third and playing second base, number 5, Richard Fecto.
Hi, this is Ravi Chinsky and Matt Macy Phelps from Huskins Field. Ready to begin the game between Salem State and the Tufts Jumbos.
Batting seventh and catching, number 2, Dom Rosato. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 6, George Sonis. Batting ninth and playing center field, number 21, Andrew Delore.
And we're just going through some starting lineups here. Tufts Jumbos coming in with a 17-5 record, coming with a series win at Trinity, 2-1 over the Bantams. And they're playing the Vikings from Salem State. They come into this one at 13-8 with a 3-1 MASCAC record.
And this is the first meeting between these two teams, so they get a good look at each other.
Cleanup and playing third base, number 24, Tommy O'Hara. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 31, Michael McLaughlin. Batting sixth and catching, number 21, Will Glazier. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 15, James Howard. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 3, Tom Petrie.
Going through some of the Jumbos leaders. The top hitter right now, freshman Tommy O'Hara, hitting at 415. Impressive mark there for the freshman. But he has had his issues in the field. Tied for the lead with errors, with 5 errors for the team.
The starting pitchers today are Tim Woods for Salem State, who is from Wilmingham, Massachusetts, and he goes up against Tom Ryan of the Tufts Jumbos from Walpole, Massachusetts.
Quite a few local products for both teams. In fact, almost every player on the Salem State roster is from Massachusetts. Looks like the only exception to that is Pete. And the Jumbos, however, have players from all over the country. A lot of players from California, see some Texas on their roster, but a good amount of Massachusetts representation as well.
And some good diversity on this Jumbos roster.
So interesting, Jumbo's going with Tom Ryan, the lefty pitcher, senior. Salem State with several lefties in their lineup. Their leading hitter is Fecto, Richard. He bats lefty, so maybe they saw their leading hitter there and figured they'd go with the lefty arm. We're still prepping the field here. We're dusting it out, getting it nice and ready. I don't see too much wrong with it at all. It's a beautiful day here in Medford, Massachusetts.
It's a little windy. Hopefully it doesn't affect the game too much here. Nice sunny day. It's a nice contrast to what we've had this winter.
Yeah, nothing wrong with 70 degrees. Virtually everyone on campus is wearing shorts, so.
Just to set the stage a little.
I don't think these players are complaining if they have to wear pants, though. It's a nice day for everyone.
Hopefully those foul balls won't hurt their fingers too much like they would in the cold. Players are looking a little anxious out there, ready to get this game going.
Yeah, I'm sure skipping class to play baseball isn't too much of a hard set on them. Beautiful day here. And Salem State. Oh, sorry. that wind there. We
Yeah.
are outdoors, and we picked up a little bit right there.
And we'll probably have these scattered winds throughout the day, mostly a windy day, but
And Salem State coming off a split series at Mass Maritime. And Hanger at Trinity winning. Also had a win. Jumbo's going through some sprints in the outfield there. They got their home blues on today.
keeping themselves warmed up while the crew preps the field. Coach is discussing with the umpires the lineups.
And I got a little intel from some of my buddies on the team from the Jumbos that it might be a team effort on the mound today for the Jumbos. Probably looking to go through several pitchers in the course of the game.
And Tufts has won 5 of their last 6 games, so looking to keep middle of this little hot streak going here against Salem State Vikings.
And not just that, but ever since the end of their Virginia trip and their debut back at home, they've put together quite the win streak.
But they do have a test in the Vikings, who have been 2-0 away against non-conference teams. The Vikings looking to continue their undefeated streak.
Salem State with a 6-1 win over conference rival Bates, that the Jumbos will face in a couple weeks' time. And they're getting together. Got the managers talking with the umpires right now. Not really sure what that's about. Probably just discussing what's in and out of play at the field and whatnot.
Tufts with an impressive .334 batting average overall on the team.
And last year, success in their victories, but a little further
With
down
some
there.
of the most innings pitched for the Jumbos. Impressive one.
And a little further down there was Kyle Slinger, but ERA well below 2, just above 1 last year, and then that has swollen up to 2.79, although they have had a low sample size this year.
And the players are out on the
Ladies
field.
and gentlemen, at this
Their last
time, we
warm-ups.
ask you to please rise, remove your caps, and direct your
Take a
attention
break
to
for
the
the
flag
national
out in
anthem.
left center field for the playing of our national anthem.
And on the mound for ups now. And number 16, Tom Ryan ups.
Jumbo's bringing their warm-up
Salem
balls.
State University Vikings in the top of the first inning. The right fielder, number 30, Kevin Cairns.
And right fielder for Salem State, Kevin Cairns, comes up to plate here. Comes up to bat.
Cairns hitting at 358. He's their third best hitter on the year so far. 2 home runs, so he's got a little bit of power behind him.
Both dugouts cheering the pitch. And a strike. Cairns taking that pitch. Awaiting the next one. The windup. And strike 2 at the knees.
Keeping it low inside.
Ryan getting ready. Trying to make quick work of this hitter. And low. For a ball. Counts 1-2. Awaiting 4th pitch at this at bat. Little change up. Taken out for single to right field.
And Cooch fields it easily.
Nice piece of hitting there. Not trying to do too much with it. Just drive it out there, outfield. Let him get himself a single. Tom Ryan looking at one against Dan first Salem State.
And he immediately goes for the pickoff attempt. Trying to take advantage of being a lefty there.
And a strike. 0-1. Ryan certainly throwing strikes here today. Showing bunt. Doesn't work. Pulls back. It's a strike. 0-2.
And Cairns is a lean and fast run at first base right now. So the Jumbos have got to play him tight on the steal.
Carefully keeping an eye out on him. Goes to the stretch and throws over to first.
Ryan not being aggressive with the pickoff attempt. Just letting Cairns know, hey, I'm here.
Absolutely, that's important. Staring down first base. Fires home. Low in the dirt. On first base. Jumbos down cheering for their pitcher. Low pitch fouled off to the Jumbo dugout. All right, waiting. Connors awaiting the pitch. And a pick. And they.
Cairns getting a little too greedy there. You know, the metrics of baseball say you shouldn't steal bases because it ruins your chances statistically to score runs. And getting picked off is being even worse than being thrown out at second.
And going against the lefty, I mean, you have to be careful. Ryan from the windup. Low. Now instead of having no outs with a man on first, you're going against Connors again here. And you have one out.
Huge relief for the Jumbos. Especially Ryan and his psyche.
Got him inside on the hands. Shortstop on the ground ball.
Matt over.
The second baseman.
And on here in the first.
So just like that, the Jumbos pull away 2 outs from excellent throws.
And now for the Salem State Vikings, Richard Fecteau, the second baseman. Ryan with the pitch. Fecteau looking but takes it for ball 1.
Yeah, Fecteau in the 3 spot. He's their leading hitter by far, hitting .434 on the year. 2 homers and 23 RBIs is almost double anyone else's.
Pitch, a swing and a miss. A little heat there by Ryan. And with the windup, pitch, low in the dirt. So like that are a good idea, trying to get Fecteau to chase. Didn't work there. And the pitch, swing and a miss. There we have a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Ryan looking to end this inning here, give his lethal at bat, lethal offense to get some runs on this board. A little pop up, looks like it's foul territory. The third baseman putting it away. We got 3 outs, and the Jumbos will be batting.
For Salem State on the top of the first inning, no runs on 1 hit, no
And
Jumbos errors,
we will
and
be
runners left
right
on
back.
base. Scheduled to bat for the Jumbos in the bottom of the first inning, Connor McDavitt, Harry Brown, and Matt Moser.
And we're back. The pitcher for the Salem State Vikings today will be number 20, Tim Woods. They're taking a few warm-ups. Everybody's warming up.
Yeah, Woods is a sophomore lefty from Wilmington, Mass. Against these first few batters, McDavitt, the righty. Brown, also a righty. So, a little favorable advantage there for the Jumbos to start out. And they'll look to get their guys on base.
Jumbos hopefully a little smarter on the base paths than we've seen today, with the Vikings getting their first base runner picked off.
Can't be too ambitious.
Got to trust your at-bats to move you over. And number 8, the leadoff batter, Connor McDavid, comes up to bat. Well, taking a few last-minute swings, then he'll come up to bat. And he steps up. In the batter box, trying to little base runner on base here, get some action going for their at-bats. Pitch.
Well inside there. David had to scramble out of the way and not get hit.
McDavid actually showing a bunt to lead off a little bit. Pulls it back though, just in time. Wind up. And low. Pitcher Tim Woods going really with a full windup here, kind of like a little half windup. Works quick deliveries. And with the count here, the pitch high, and McDavid takes it 2-1. And a strike. David looking at that.
And he wanted that one back. Once he saw it going to the catcher's mitt, he knew that was the one to hit.
And instead he is faced with a 2-2 count. And a swing and a miss there for strike 3.
And hands just weren't quick enough on that one. He knows that second strike was the one to hit.
And they say every batter knows in a game you usually have about 1-2 pitches you can really take advantage of, and I think he wants that one back. Okay. The number 2 batter, Harry Brown, the left fielder for Tufts, is up. The pitch. Hard ground ball. Thrown out at first, and there are 2 outs for the Jumbos here in the bottom of the first.
The shortstop, number 19, Matt Moser.
Got him in on the hands there, so not as hard as he probably wanted to, but he did make contact. Anything can happen with contact. Number 3, Matt Moser, up for Tufts, a shortstop. And a ball there. 1-0. Little sand gusts blowing across the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, the wind certainly picked up from what it was like earlier today. The open field down here below the hill, gusts can really go, and Moser will take first after getting hit.
The third baseman, number 24.
Yeah, it seemed like a catcher's mask fell off there, so I didn't quite catch what happened, but on first base. A runner on first, being cautious after having a Salem State, probably watching the pitcher. Pitcher taking his time here.
Tommy O'Hara,
looking over it for
the leading hitter for the Jumbos, coming in with a .415 average.
And from here, he looks like a big man. So Tim Woods knows he has to be careful with this batter because he looks like he has power. Looking over to first.
Left fielder playing shallow. Right fielder
Throws
playing
back.
deep.
Trying to get him on the little sneaky pickoff move there. Probably to avenge his friend. He's looking over to first. And the throw to first.
A little closer there. Moser had to dive head first.
Probably looks like he knows the metrics. He's not taking too big of a lead there at first. Not looking to get picked off. Here with 2 outs. The pitch. And O'Hara takes it. Tommy O'Hara, the cleanup batter for the Jumbos. The 1-1 count on him. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And a swing there, a mighty swing, but a miss. And 1-2. Moser probably looking to go here.
Woods looking for a second K on the day.
Throw back to first. Moser looking down that second base. Without anybody on it. None of the fielders look like they're covering. Woods taking his time, looking at first, comes forward, and he hits O'Hara. And now, just like that, with 2 hit by pitches, you have men on first and second. Here were 2 outs.
Woods just didn't have control on that off speed. It was significantly slower.
And those are the type of thing, as a batter, if you're going to get hit by any pitch, that's the way to do it. Take it on a nice changeup. Nice changeup, turn, get in the rump, done. And number 5, Michael McLaughlin up for the Jumbos.
Another freshman out of Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Swinging there, and 0-1.
So opportunities early for the Jumbos. This inning wasn't looking too good with no
2
on and 2 outs.
And yeah, and now they have 2 on. Runners at first and second.
And this is where the pitcher starts to feel a little nervous. Both the runners of his own fault getting on.
And he gets out of that inning with a nice little, it was like a little
Bloop to second. Yeah.
bloop to second there. Played nicely by the second baseman.
For the Jumbos at the bottom of the first inning, no runs, no hits, no Salem State errors, and there were 2
Meet you in a few for the second.
on base. We're scoreless at the end of 1 inning. Scheduled to bat for Salem State at the
And
top of the second inning,
we
Ryan
will be
Bellomo,
right
Jose
back.
Sedano, and Mike Davis.
Baseball and football.
What do we got?
We will have
Sedano. How do you say that? Sedano?
Sedano.
Okay, Davis and then Rosado. Oh, but okay, Bellomo.
Remember the pickoff.
Leading off for Salem State in the top of the second inning, the shortstop, number 13, Ryan Bellomo.
And for the Vikings, number 13, Ryan Bolivo coming up, shortstop. The Vikings on the scoreboard have a hit, but the number 4 batter still is up because of the pickoff, first inning.
Yeah, Bellomo with a .366 average on the year, second best for the Vikings.
And he has an 0-1 count on him here in the top of the second inning. Ryan winding up the pitch. Fast, low. 1-1. And the windup, the pitch. And a hard ground ball. It's not going to find way between the middle of second and short. Throws him out. Nice throw to first.
Good fielding from Tom Petrie there, the sophomore.
Number 24, Jose Sedano.
And number 24, Jose Sedano coming up for the Vikings. And Ryan having support from his dugout, pitches. And low for ball 1.
Sedano, a freshman out of Lawrence, Mass.
Another Massachusetts resident there for the Vikings.
No surprises.
And winds up the pitch. And a strike. Idea taking the wait until his first strike. Ryan with the pitch. And a check, and he goes. It's over to first base.
Umpire calling a low strike zone to that.
1-2 low.
Read a good piece on 538 in the ESPN blog about how pitches in general have the strike zone's been trending downwards in the last several years, although there's been a recent uptrend in it in the height of how low strikes can go.
Sedano getting hit in the ankle there. That is not a good spot to get hit.
A little too low on that one.
A little too low, right? I mean, with all the different types of curves out there now, all the breaking balls, no wonder the strike zone's going a little lower now, because it seems everyone's throwing a little lower now.
And I don't think the Jumbos have to worry too much about him stealing second. He looks a little hobbled still.
Probably going to keep their eye out on him, make sure he's okay. All these athletes are students first.
People first.
People
Gotta
first.
make sure their health is all right.
Right?
Sedano with an awkward dive into first there.
And the pitch. A strike at the knees. Nice pitch there. Ryan picking up his speed on his stretch pitch right here. He's a little slower in the first inning, and now he's really picking it up.
Yeah, that one's into the parking lot.
And hope no windows have been broken.
And the Tufts baseball parents know where to park for games.
And I wonder if Salem State parents can say the same. And the pitch. Low. Apparently too low there for the strike zone, and it's a 1-2 count. Or 1 out. Top of the second. And the throw over to first. First baseman making sure he stayed on that base. Sedano leading. Foul ball there. Felt. Sedano's ankle looking a little better now.
And Ryan's had the advantage this whole at bat. Let's see what type of pitch he goes to here. He has the liberty to take some chances.
A strike. A ball.
Didn't quite get the corner on that one. Really trying to paint the corners here with the advantage, but 2-2 count. I'll have to go to some of his more reliable stuff.
Hoping to get these calls. Got a close call earlier, now he's getting another one. And we have a full count now. Fouls it off.
Fastball there from Ryan.
I think we have an 8-pitch at bat right here. This is a duel. A little duel here in the top of the second inning. Let's see who will win. Ryan or Mike Davis. No ground ball there.
They turn 2? No.
No.
And they can't turn 1 either.
And
Drop the ball there.
it was
an error from the Jumbos.
determined that Moser took his foot off the bag a little too soon there. Couldn't quite handle that flip.
So the Petrie-Moser connection leading to an error there.
And just like that, we are here with 1 out and 2 base runners. And number 2, Dom Rosado, the catcher, is up.
Freshman out of Tewksbury, Mass. And he's not too big for a catcher, only 5'8", 160.
And a ball in the dirt, handled nicely there by the catcher. And Jumbo's teammates cheering on their pitcher here. And a little check, looking over. And
Glazier, the Jumbo's catcher, has 35 pounds on him, but You don't have to be big to catch the ball. For some reason, people always assume catchers are big. But
You got to be big to take some of the bulldozings they do. And
they're instituting at the plate. Protecting catchers more. So.
And struck him out. And that's a big strike.
That's strike 2.
Oh. Well, apparently I apologize for that. On the check swing, they called that a ball.
Rosado also listed as a shortstop.
And a little golf swing there. And now he struck him out.
Bit of hesitation from Rosado there.
The
Once you know you're going on strike 2, you got to go all the way.
You do. I like to think I was just foreseeing the future there when I made that mistake on the strikeout. But here we are with 2 outs and still runners on first and second with George Zonis up, third baseman for the Vikings. Zonis looking as maybe helped to score the first run of this game here.
And Ryan bringing coach and the catcher up to the mound, fiddling with his hand there. Not sure what's up.
They're just having a little chat, a little, don't worry about those runners. Be okay. Just get this out and we let our men go up to bat. This looks like it was decided that Ryan's going to stay on the mound. And Zona staying in that batter's box pretty calmly. Ryan checking out the runners. The pitch, low for ball 1. 1-0. All the Jumbos fired up here, cheering on their pitcher to get this last out. And the pitch, it's a foul ball, and we're gonna watch for cards. Next pitch, he's looking around, fires, and he gets a ground ball to second, throws it to first, and they get him. And we are going to the bottom of the second.
And Petrie correcting for his previous error in the field there. And Coach Casey giving a word to the shortstop and second baseman there on the flip. Trying too hard to get the double play and weren't making the simple play to just get the first out. A little misconnection.
It's always very important to get that first out, especially not allowing base runners to get on. And we will be back soon with the Tufts Jumbos coming up in the bottom of the second.
He wants to stay on the pitch the whole time. Thank you, Blaze. See the lineup. Jumbo's lineup.
And Tim Woods there, taking his warm-ups again. Getting ready to go up against Will Glazier, the catcher for Tufts, who
leading
that's
off
sixth.
For the Jumbos in the bottom of the second inning, the catcher, number 21, Will Glazier.
And Glazier certainly a contact hitter, 381 on the season. Hasn't had so many at-bats, hasn't been playing the whole year yet.
And the pitch. A ball, low and inside. Glazier taking it. And getting ready with the pitch again. High, ball 2. It looks like a lot of these Jumbos have a lot of support from their teammates, and when the Vikings batters go up, there's not as much
2. Oh, we happen to be right above the Jumbo's dugout.
That is true. And that taking a strike, 2-1. You know, Jumbos would love nothing better than to win on their home court. That's in a high pitch, and 3-1. Tim Woods taking his time here. Just get his composure back. And he throws a heat, which gets called for a strike. Glazier thinking he got the walk, but instead now he has a full count.
Already halfway down at first base there. It's a silent protest to the umpire. Not really disrespectful.
Batters always love that when they think they have the walk go down and then get called the strike. With that, the third baseman throws over to first, high, and gets him for the out. 1 away.
Connor's another freshman. Starting lineup for the Vikings, which features quite a few underclassmen.
That means they start to, and they have a pretty respectable record. They get good, and you know they got a bunch of guys there for 3-4 years. And batter for Tufts, James Howard, the first baseman.
Only 3 seniors listed on the lineup for the Vikings.
Lacking a little veteran experience there. Still doing very well. And the pitch, a strike. No. We got 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Tim Woods getting ready. Fires low. And here, waiting. Woods throws high. 3-1. And it's a batter's count.
And Howard's just got to be patient here.
And the pitch, high, waits for the umpire, caught a ball, and takes his base.
Good patience from Howard. You heard me up here.
Tom Petrie.
And number 3, Tom Petrie, the second baseman up. Has a runner at first. And Howard taking a little lead, nothing much. Pitcher not feeling too safe with that lead. Tries to go after him. Howard getting back there easily. Woods taking his time. Looking at first. Decides to go after him again. Looks like he could have made it a little closer with a lower throw, but throws high. Woods fixing his pants. Looking. And moves forward. Throws a strike.
And these sorts of at-bats must be really distracting for the batter. Constantly getting interrupted with these pickoff attempts. That's an advantage the pitcher can take into account.
Absolutely, and that's why in the majors they're trying to come up with ways to shorten games, but they're doing this also to help the batters a little out.
Good eye from Petrie.
And Woods not getting the call that he thought he was going to get. 1-1. To first. Really big. I don't know Woods is seeing in him. Woods throwing high. 2-1. Woods looking like he's having a little trouble finding a strike zone. 2-1 count here. Looking over to first. Throws ball 3-1.
Yeah, Woods really losing control over the plate here these last two at-bats.
And the coach comes out to talk to him. They actually always say in baseball, if you look at the pitcher, when he throws high a lot, tends to mean he's a little tired there, losing control. Wonder if Woods is getting a little tired out here in the bottom of the second.
Hasn't gone through the lineup yet, so can't imagine it'd be too much fatigue. But losing his focus on the batter, thinking too much about the man at first. He's got to have a little more faith in his catcher to throw him out at second.
Well, as you noted before, the catcher for the Vikings is a little small, but if you're a catcher, you do need to have a big arm, so he has some juice in there. Pitcher hopefully gains his composure after that talk on the mound. Ready, fires, and gets a low and inside strike call there. Full count.
I think Petrie should still be careful with his eye here. It's probably going to...
Petrie waiting the pitch. Howard taking a big lead there at first, and the pitch, and struck out on a high fastball.
I was going to tell Tom, it's probably going to be high here, and it was. And he's regretting that swing now. He's getting greedy for the contact, but the walk was the way to go on that one.
Right fielder, number 13, Oscar Kuch.
Difficult pitch to handle there, too. But now we have 2 outs. Still we got a man on first with Oscar Kutch coming up, the right fielder.
And Kuch hitting .351 on the year, 14 RBIs.
And throws gets a strike call there, 0-1. Howard's still there waiting at first. Woods looking to just get out of this inning already. At the first, and a little liner there that finds its way through the middle. And just like that, we have a man on first and second.
So Kuch doing what he does best. Making a little contact, getting himself on base.
The center fielder, number 8, Connor McDavitt.
And now up for the Jumbos is Connor McDavitt with men on first and second in the bottom of the second. You know, it seems like with all the base runners there, it's a little surprising. And a strike. The hits coming off either walks or hit by pitches. Woods wanting nothing more to get out of this inning. Looking around, taking his time. Fires. A little change up. Low. 1-1. Catcher's coming out to talk to Woods. Right, just calm him down a little with the men on first and second. A little quick chat there.
You really don't have to blow a batter away in this situation. Any contact
I mean,
to get a pop fly or really just any ground ball. I mean, playing any base here. Woods should just go for some controlled pitches.
Davitt takes a high pitch there for ball 2. 2-1. Woods really throwing up high a lot here in the second inning. And the pitch. And a little shallow fly ball. And a collision by the second baseman and the right fielder, which...
And Howard will score for the Jumbos.
Howard will score on that.
So a miscue between Fecto and Cairns there.
And
it looks like the Jumbo score first here on the error by the Vikings.
A tough spot with that pop fly. It really landed right at the midway point between their initial positions. So we just need to communicate on that one.
I remember in Little League they always used to tell us, always say, I got it, and I guess that applies even here in college ball. Probably the right fielder's ball, usually. It's always easier to run in on those than have to track them backwards.
Brown with runners in the corners. 2 out.
Both runners taking a little lead and a half. And a strike. Important thing for Woods here is he has to forget about these runners on the corners. He needs to get this batter and hopefully end with damage that's been done, which is 1 run. 0-1 here for Harry Brown, the left fielder for Tufts. And takes a very close high pitch there, but he did get it. 1-1. The runner at third taking quite the lead, seeing that the third baseman's not really going after him. Fouled off into the parking lot. Looks like he may have hit a dumpster. Won't cause any damage there. Tim, pitcher's count. Harry gets just a tiny on that, just alive. The one here with the 1-2 pitch. Change up. Looking for the strike there, but not getting it. Then catcher throwing over, trying to get the runner stealing second. Overthrows the shortstop, second baseman doing a good backup roll, covering that. So the man on third couldn't advance. Just like that, we got men on second and third, 2 runners in scoring position. positions. Harry Brown, 2-2-2. And a foul ball out of play. So, again, we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 men on base with 2 outs.
Brown with one of the better opportunities he's had this season.
Looking to get some ribbies, and Wood steps off the mound, trying to slow this down a little. Tufts picking up a little momentum here late in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and Wood's looking to shut that down. And that's why they call it the hot corner. A line drive to 3rd, get him out, and that's the end of the inning. So we have it at 0 Viking, 1 run, 1 hit.
Just there by so he's at the 3rd end of the inning and get him out of trouble.
Woods getting which damage, and we will 3rd with the Salem State Vikings. Damn, I cannot see. Watch out for that.
Leading off for Salem State at the top of the 3rd inning, the center fielder, number 21, Andrew Delory.
And Andrew Delory leading off for Salem State here in the 3rd inning. A ball there for 1-0. Getting ready to take the 2nd pitch. Pitch. Ryan a little unhappy about that, but 2-0, 2 strikes.
Gloria sophomore from Andover.
And a ground ball.
More tough here.
And like he's a ball across, but call batters.
Great bit of action. The straw noise. Both now with the weather.
Seems to me like the dugouts that allowed it. That team
are season. I get to go watch this team. And the weather's been pretty bad.
Outs here in the this.
Right. Look at this.
Pitch high. Take.
What's going on, but just so you know.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, we're back.
And got him out.
1, 2, 3 inning for Ryan there. Making quick work.
And every pitcher needs that, that's for sure. When you're having such a slow-moving game. Nonetheless, through 3, we have the Vikings. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Tim Woods looking to rebound. Looking to hold them scoreless here for this inning anyway. Want to keep this game close.
Really lost control in the strike zone last inning. Walked a guy. He's hit a couple batters this early on in this game. So
He hit 2 in a row, and he's been throwing high ever since. Just to bring it down. His coach hopefully got a chance to talk to him in the dugout. Until then, we got Matt Moser coming out.
in this inning, we hope you tweet at us at Tufts JumboCast or use the hashtag Tufts JumboCast. Ask us questions, send your comments, thoughts about the game, and we'll look to answer them throughout.
And the pitch. A strike.
Unfortunately, no halftimes in baseball for Bernie to do his show. Maybe we'll have to do a 7th inning stretch with Bernie.
Yeah, 7th inning stretch, exactly. We could have him go and sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." A pitch here and a strike. Low. 1-1. Gladly answer any questions or anything you want to know about how windy it is here.
It's definitely picked up even from the beginning of the game.
20. Tim Woods, 1-1 pitch. And ground ball there through his legs. And man on first, just like that on an error.
Yeah, just a bad error from Belleville there.
And see, that's why they say as a batter, just make contact and you never know what may happen. Sometimes you get a nice error like that. And before you know it, you have no outs. You got your leadoff batter on base.
This is really what they don't want.
And you got Tommy O'Hara, the cleanup batter, up, who's got some power. And the pitch. Looking like he's headhunting there. O'Hara, big target, getting out of the way of that one. 1-0. Matt Moser taking a little bit of a big lead there at first. Are we going to draw attention from Woods to get a mistake thrown to O'Hara? O'Hara showing like he's really actually trying to get headhunted, getting 2-0.
Another high and inside from Woods there. So
Woods is looking like he's having a little problem bringing this ball down.
Losing control on all of his pitches. Can't find the one yet.
And gets a low strike call there. Sure, O'Hara's a little questioning that one, but nonetheless, it's up to the ump, and it's 2-1. O'Hara looking to make a difference, maybe add a little insurance runs to the Jumbos here. Bottom of the third. Woods throwing to first. Still 2-1 though. Moser taking a big lead again. And a very, very high and far and out of play foul ball there. And a player on the bench going to get that foul ball.
Oh yeah, it's always the last few men on the roster.
Well,
typically a freshman.
You never know. This
Last
guy
year.
becomes famous one day. He could say this is his foul ball when he played in college.
Yeah. Last year that was my buddy Matt Rothstein, who I roomed with last semester. It was him chasing all the foul balls. But hey, now he's a solid reliever. He's a sophomore. He doesn't have to chase any foul balls. He's not a freshman for that.
There you go, ball boy to Mariano Rivera. Talk about starting from the bottom. Woods with the full count on him. Getting ready to pitch Tommy O'Hara, man on first base after a Viking error. Pitches, gets past the catcher there, and doesn't matter. Would have been a ball anyway. And now we got men on first and second, no outs, and Michael McLaughlin, the designated hitter, up for the Jumbos.
the designated hitter, number 31, Michael McLaughlin.
And I can't see who, but it looks like there is somebody in the bullpen warming up for the Vikings. Probably a little concerned with Woods' tendencies to throw high here, even though he's only allowed 1 hit in this whole game. 2 errors.
And the DH McLaughlin being a freshman, and also O'Hara being a freshman as a power-hitting third baseman. It's good to see Jumbo's replacing the bats they lost from last year with some incoming freshmen like that.
And clearly it's been working for them, as their record shows. And looking at first and second. All right, and a bunt that actually is very foul.
I'm waiting for those foul balls to hit the TUPD SUV back there.
TUPD suing the Tufts baseball team for their windows. In fact, come to think of it now, that 1 run by the Jumbos probably won't affect Woods' ERA because it came off an error.
Well, the guy who got on base though.
I think he got on.
No, I think he got
No,
on.
you're right. You're right.
So.
Yeah, he scored by an error. I'll study up my baseball metrics a little better.
Get back into it. Yeah.
Maybe somebody could tweet the answer at us for that one. A pitch and a good shot there, a high pop-up, but it looks like the center field is there, calling up the right fielder, throwing.
Well, it was a tried to tag from second, but initially saw his third base coach waving back.
Number 21, Will Glazier.
A little farther, might have been a little sacrifice fly there. Get his runner guy over to third. But
yeah, well, not that quite fast. Not quite that fast.
it didn't look like it was deep enough to really get the center fielder there, who looks like he's a pretty strong arm out there. That is Andrew Delorney. Now for Tufts, Michael McLaughlin. Taking a pitch up high there for 1-0. Jumbos with their 1-0 lead, looking to make it a little larger here. Threatening early with 1 man on first and second with no outs, now with 1 out. And a foul ball.
Glazier clearly looking for contact, trying to put this in the outfield.
And that's all you can ask. We saw what contact did earlier, getting their man on first.
And with a 381 average, he shouldn't be looking for a walk either.
And the pitch. Swing, and he gets it over to third. Steps on third, fires to first, and we have a double play.
So another great play there from George Tasonis to end the inning.
And I'd like to make a mention here that taking over for me in the 4th inning will be Tom Jazanowski. That's I will.
Yeah, thank you for doing the play-by-play.
Absolutely, Matt. It's always a pleasure working with you.
Yeah, and it's great to get our new members in the train. So.
Yeah, don't forget to tweet us your questions. I'm sure Tom and Matt would love to take them. And that's it. We'll get back to you in the top of the 4th with the Jumbos leading 1-0.
All right, and we're coming back here. This is Tom Jasanowski on the play-by-play. We got Tufts Jumbos, Salem State Vikings here, top of the fourth.
Salem State at the top of the fourth inning, the second baseman, number 5, Richard Fecto.
Richard Fecto up to the plate, the lefty. Salem State's leading batter with a liner into right, gets a single. Starting off good against Tom Ryan, Jumbo's pitcher.
The shortstop, number 13, Ryan.
And Ryan coming off a solid 1-2-3 inning, but giving up the initial batter there.
Yeah, first pitch, taking it to right for a single. Up now, 13, Ryan Beliveau for the Salem State Vikings. Another lefty, the shortstop here, looking to build on that leadoff single. Oh, Ryan with the pickoff move over to first. Can't get Fecto. Beliveau shows bunt, puts it down, foul on the third base line, trying to get the sacrifice to advance Fecto. Nothing doing.
And O'Hara's got a big body, but he got over there quickly to catch it. Would have gotten the play at first, had it been fair.
Ryan coming back out of the stretch, keeping an eye on first. Fecto taking a generous lead. The move over to first. Oh, Fecto gets back there in time. Ryan clearly keeping an eye on Fecto at first. Ryan pulls out of the stretch. Beliveau grounder to third. Nothing at second. Gets a man at first. We got one out. Fecto at second. No one on first.
The designated hitter, number 24, Jose Sedano.
Up next for the Salem State Wolverines, the DH, Jose Sedano, number 24, a righty for the Vikings.
And Sedano took one off the ankle in his last at bat.
Yeah, did not look good. Fecto taking a nice lead. Sedano foul tip, hits the backstop. Ryan working these ground balls. Hoping to strand the runner here with one out, 0-1 count. Ryan looks back to second. Out of the stretch. Low and in the dirt for ball one. Ryan keeping an eye on Fecto, steps off the mound, even making sure doesn't try to advance. Second, third on a steal here. Moving out of the stretch. Sedano puts it into left on a liner. Coming home with a throw. Oh, and Fecto is safe at home. That's one for the Salem State Vikings. 1-1 ball game after Sedano delivers.
And a great throw from Brown. Had the pace on it. Had a one hop, but could not get there in time.
The left fielder, number 12, Mike Davis.
Mike Davis, the left fielder up here for the Salem State Vikings.
And I think any other base runner for the Vikings probably wouldn't have gotten that in time, but Fecto is one of their quickest runners.
A low strike right at the knees. Ryan working the low strikes today. Getting those calls. Ryan gets inside for strike two, taking full advantage of this count. Doesn't want to let him put another ball in play. Got a pitcher's count here, 0-2. Davis at the plate with Sedano on first after knocking in the run. Oh, Ryan gets him looking on strike three. Tried to check his swing, but it didn't matter. That's two down for the Vikings here. Up now to bat, number 2, Dom Rosado. the catcher.
Yeah, Ryan just teased him on the several pitches before that, going low, and kept it low on the third one, but high enough, and Davis just wasn't trusting it.
Rosado with a big cut. Swing and a miss, though. Ryan gets strike one. Sedano not showing much of a lead at first. Ryan's been throwing a lot of pickoff attempts. Rosado with a check swing gets contact, foul ball. Back behind the field. 0-2 count. Ryan takes over, looking to fool him here with maybe some off-speed stuff. Rosado fouls it off into left. Ryan really settling down here after that first leadoff single. And Sedano punching in the run. Ryan settled down here, takes advantage, hasn't thrown a ball in a while.
Yeah, nothing like striking a guy out looking to boost your own confidence as a pitcher.
Rosado, though, resilient at the plate, fouling off another back behind. Waiting on that pitch. Got an 0-2 count, though. Nothing you like to see more as a pitcher than an 0-2 count. Oh, a low ball called on Ryan's pitch. Catcher wanted it. I'm not going to give it to him, though. Sedano taking a big lead at first. He's moving. Rosado puts it into center, but gets under it.
So a good play from Connor McDavitt there.
Yeah, McDavitt getting under that ball. Sun's out, windy day. Good play.
Yeah, bowling from right to left here.
So that ends the top of the fourth. They get a run, so now it's a 1-1 ball game.
There was one runner left on base. Scheduled to bat for the Jumbos at the bottom of the fourth inning, James Howard.
And we're back here at Hoskins Field, Salem State, Tufts Jumbos, 1-1 ball game. James Woods taking the mound for the Salem State Vikings. Leading up, James Howard, first baseman for the Jumbos. Howard, the big righty, takes a ball inside, ball one.
And Woods really hasn't had his control since the first inning.
No, Woods has lost, but he has not had the defense behind him either. Woods comes out of the windup. Oh, and Howard puts some pop behind that one, but the left fielder gets under it. Mike Davis making the catch.
The second baseman, number 3, Tom Petrie.
Coming up for the Jumbos is Tom Petrie, number 3, the second baseman. Righty here as Woods got bailed out on that last one. Good contact on that by Howard. One out, looking to get Petrie here. Petrie shows bunt in the air. Oh, and Rosado made a play at it, but could not get there. Petrie, one of the quicker Jumbos, looking to bunt his way to first. Don't know if he'll try again.
Now he's got the third baseman's attention, so might be abandoning that idea, but we'll see.
Yeah, Sonus creeping in. Oh, low and outside in the dirt for ball 1.
And Tasonis has made the 2 best plays for Vikings defense so far today.
Really saved the Vikings defense with runners on first and third last inning.
Also had the catch on the wide drive, which prevented a run too. So.
Tough play at third. And Petrie pops it into shallow center. Oh, and Beliveau, the shortstop, there to make the catch.
That ball really just lost its speed when it got high up.
Almost landed in the infield on that one.
Yeah, once it got to its peak, it pretty much dropped straight down, lost its forward momentum with all this wind going towards home.
Now last batter here for the Jumbos, number 13, Oscar Cooch. The Cooch playing right field today. Low, ball 1. Woods just Woods coming out of the windup. Cooch with a mighty swing, though, chops it to first. And Connors makes the play, and that was a 1-2-3 inning for the Salem State Vikings. Get a fly out and 2 ground outs. 2 flyouts and a ground out. 1-1 ball game here at Hoskins Field. Hoskins Field. Just a little to introduce myself for people on the broadcast. This is my first broadcast. I'm Tom Jasanowski. I'm a freshman here at Tufts University. I'm studying economics here. Coming out to broadcast the baseball game. Just love watching baseball. Good to see Tufts sports. Support the team.
Yeah, it's great to have you here, Tom. We love bringing on new members, and we hope you continue to commentate here with JumboCast. So
loving it already. Yeah.
Join us for the bottom of the 4th coming up with the Jumbos in the field.
Yeah, Jumbo's taking the field. Top of the 5th. Ryan's still on the mound into his 5th inning of work.
I'm already getting off track.
Yeah. Lefty looked really good last inning, though. Settled down after giving up a run. But was just taking some warm-up throws. Looking to made quick work here at Hudson. Ask for
no longer just gusting, it's pretty much sustaining at about 10 to 15 miles an hour.
Sonus, the third baseman, coming up here to lead off for the Vikings. The righty looking to get them started against Ryan in his 5th inning of work. Ryan out of the stretch. Getting the low fastball. Ryan just taking that low strike zone all day. Sonus didn't want it coming out of the windup. In the dirt, actually bounces before he gets to the plate. Ryan gets ball 1. 1-1 count. Ryan takes his way back to the mound. Ryan out of the windup. Sonus looking low and outside for ball 2. Sonus key defensive player today for the Vikings, looking to make his work at the plate as well. Ryan coming out of the windup. Sonus with a big cut and a miss on the low. Low for strike 2. We got a 2-2 count here. No outs. Leadoff batter Sonus at the plate.
Ryan really playing with the bottom of the strike zone today.
Ryan with some off-speed stuff down in the dirt. Gets away from Glazier, but gets 3-2. We got a full count here. Sonus looking for anything. Walk, base hit. Doesn't want to strike out. Caught him looking. Ryan taken outside for strike 3. Boy, Sonus kicking himself after that one.
And Ryan really playing with how far the umpire will let him go down low. And he let him go down low on that one.
Yeah, he really did. Delory up here, 9th batter for the Vikings, the center fielder. Ryan steps off the mound for a second. Delory steps out.
And Delory, a sophomore from Andover, Mass, yet again.
With a hard grounder, but wow. Oh. Tommy O'Hara, the freshman, with a great diving stop. Could not get the throw. Howard in the dirt. Delory, the quick center fielder, beats it there, but nothing O'Hara could have done better on that.
He made a great play with the glove, but as we've seen with some of his errors, it's been on the throw. And
yeah.
It is tough for him over at third base. You can't really put him at short.
Yeah,
so
big.
You gotta stick him in the corner. But
big guy now. Cairns, the leadoff hitter, up the right fielder, looking to do some damage for the Vikings. Laying down the bunt down the first base line, right to the first baseman, Howard. But they advance. Delory. Now we got a man on second with 2 down. He's in scoring position, and Dan Connors, the first baseman here, up for the Salem State Vikings.
And a great bunt for Cairns. Just pulled right down that grass line there.
Yeah. Connors here coming in at 6'4", 210, the righty. Looking to get something to give Delory a chance to score here before the end of the top of the 5th. Puts a liner into left, but Harry Brown gets under it, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit. No runs for the Salem State Vikings, and we'll get you in the bottom of the 5th with the Tufts Jumbos coming up to bat.
Jumbos in the bottom of the 5th inning. Connor McDowell.
And we're coming back here with the bottom of the 5th here at Huskins Field with the Salem State Vikings and the Tufts Jumbos tied at 1. Woods, the pitcher for the Salem State Vikings, into his 5th inning of work, and the Jumbos will get to start at the top of their order with McDavitt, the center fielder.
Salem State starting to warm some guys up in the pen. We'll see. This might be one of the last couple innings for Woods here.
Woods has really not had the control as of late, and McDavitt looking to make him pay, get on the base paths, and do some damage.
Although to his credit, Woods has only given up 1 run so far.
McDavitt puts it foul into right field into the parking lot. McDavitt been fighting off foul balls all day. Woods looking to retake control here. Coming out of the windup. McDavitt with a big cut. Gets nothing though. That's an 0-2 count. Woods here with the lead in the count can afford to try to make McDavitt look. Woods with the windup. McDavitt gets good contact though, high into right where they had trouble earlier. This time they let Cairns take over, and that's 1 down.
Fielder number 12, Harry
Yeah,
Brown.
Fecto learning his lesson there, the second baseman.
Yeah.
That looked like it was going to land in the same exact spot where it did last time, but had the communication right.
Good communication. Harry Brown now up the left fielder for the Tufts Jumbos, number 2 batter. Looking to get on base here with 1 down. Watches strike 1 go through on the outside corner as Woods looks to be settling down after some rough control issues thus far. Harry Brown, the sophomore out of Beverly, Mass, looks for ball 1. We got a 1-1 count.
Well, this would be huge if Woods can make it through a few more innings today. They played twice yesterday. They've got 2 tomorrow at Framingham State, and they play 1 at Endicott on Thursday.
Salem State Vikings playing a lot of ball lately. That's ball 2. Woods high, misses high and outside. And Harry Brown puts it into left center, and Delory makes that catch for the out. Now 2 down for the Bows. Matt Moser comes up, the shortstop, the junior, coming in. Woods handled these righties pretty well this inning.
Yeah, Woods putting down 2 pretty quick.
Yeah, the southpaw does not normally have the advantage, but here he comes out of the windup against Moser. Moser hard cut, foul tip into the catcher's glove.
You really see the control that Woods has regained here.
Yeah, Woods taking over. Even though the dust kicking up here at Huskins. Moser looking for Ryan's low strike there, but doesn't get the call. 1-1. Moser makes big contact, foul though, back behind the backstop. Jumbo's looking to rally here with 2 outs. Relatively low scoring game relative to most of the Jumbo's games thus far. A lot of double-digit scores, but 1-1 here, bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, leaving a bunch of guys on the base paths.
Moser looks at 1 in the dirt, gets it to a 2-2 count here. Woods with no runners on, nothing to worry about, just him and the batter here. Moser makes good contact, but foul into left field. Third base giving chase, but out of play. Wind really taking over on that one.
that curve way out.
Yeah.
Typically don't get it across that fence. And
Yeah.
most of that was just the curl from the wind.
2-2. Moser looking to fight back until he gets a pitch he wants here. Woods out of the windup. Moser looks at strike 3 at the knees. Would have liked that one back. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Woods at Salem State. Tufts Jumbos tied here at 1, end of the 5th. We'll catch you at the top of the 6th here.
For the Jumbo. Leading off for Salem State at the top of the 6th inning, the second baseman, number 5, Richard.
All right, we're back here, top of the 6th with Salem State leading off. Just wanted to have a JumboCast shout out to Michelle Buckley, who tweeted at us at Tufts JumboCast, saying enjoying the baseball game. Many thanks. Thanks, Michelle. And you can tweet at us at Tufts JumboCast or hit the hashtag Tufts JumboCast. Leading off here, Fecto for the Salem State Vikings hits it into left. But Harry Brown gets under it, and Fecto, who was doing damage on the base paths a couple innings ago, flies out to lead off the inning.
You have to wonder how many of these fly balls would go a little bit further over the outfielders' heads if this wind weren't so strong. Might be
the
seeing a
wind,
higher scoring game.
Wind really dictating the offense here, as Ryan Beliveau, the shortstop, the cleanup hitter, comes up for the Vikings, and he fouls it off out of left. The lefty here looking to do damage against Ryan into his 6th inning of work after a long weekend of ball, getting some benefit out of Ryan's durability here. Beliveau looks at one in the dirt to bring the count to 1-1. And Beliveau looks at one low, the Vikings' 2nd leading hitter in terms of average. Here, batting .366 on the season. Pitch. Oh, Fecto swings and misses for strike 2. A 1-2 count here. Ryan looks to take advantage and get out number 2 against the big lefty, Beliveau.
Expect Ryan to be going down low in the strike zone.
Oh, change up high, fouled off, back behind the backstop. Beliveau didn't want anything to do with the off-speed pitch, lucky to foul it off. 2-2 count here. You'd have to expect Ryan to want to come low. He's been working that part of the zone all day. And he gets a swing and a miss from Beliveau. That's out number 2. Ryan strikes him out.
The designated hitter, number
Pitchers really asserting their dominance in this game.
Yeah, pitcher's ball game. Now up for the Salem State Vikings, Jose Sedano. Been able to get on base twice today, hit by a pitch and got a base hit. I believe he knocked in a run earlier. Looks at one low. Ryan trying to work the low outside corner against the righty here, but cannot get the call. Ball 1.
Yeah, the pitcher's literally with the wind at their backs today.
Ryan winds up. Oh, gets the call low. Strike 1 on Sedano. A 1-1 count here. Ryan working low in the zone against Sedano. Sedano rockets one up the middle, but the second baseman there to make the put out to Howard at first. A good play by the Jumbos.
Tom Petrie there making up for his error a couple innings ago. Nice put out at first.
And that was a 1-2-3 inning for the Jumbo defense. And we'll get back to you at the bottom of the 6th.
And thank you for training with us for these 3 innings, Tom. You did a great job.
Thank you. We're back here at the bottom of the 6th. The Tufts Jumbos up to bat against the Salem State Vikings. It's a 1-1 ball game. Pitchers duel thus far. Woods for the Vikings. Tim Woods going into his 6th inning of work here, getting a lot of use out of their starting pitcher today, the Vikings. Jumbos have, as of late, been relatively ineffective against the Southpaws stuff.
Tufts with 4 hits on the day, but they left quite a few runners on base, including 2 who made it on errors.
Tommy O'Hara, the freshman, leading off. Tufts leading batter with, he's hitting .415 clip on the year. The product of Glenview, Illinois, looking to make his presence known here in front of the home crowd. The 6'3" lefty steps in. Tim Woods looking to start off strong against the Jumbo's cleanup hitter. Woods, the windup. In the dirt. O'Hara checked his swing though for ball 1. Woods looking down, trying to get something low out of the windup. Comes high, O'Hara with a good eye, looking at 2 balls. Now it's a 2-0 count. This is a hitter's count. This is O'Hara's where he's going to do his biggest damage here. O'Hara looking to wind up. Oh, gets plunked. Second time today they hit the freshman. Taking a base though. Nothing you can complain about that. Boost that on base percentage. Now with O'Hara on first, Michael McLaughlin, the Jumbo's designated hitter, comes up. Looking to advance O'Hara, do some damage of his own. With no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Woods looking over at O'Hara, makes the move to home, low and inside for ball 1.
No outs here.
Yeah, Woods, O'Hara taking a short lead off first. Woods coming out of the stretch, gonna look over at first, make his move towards home. McLaughlin looks at a high ball, another 2-0 count here for Woods. Losing control of his stuff. You have to think 6 innings of work deep. McLaughlin looking to make due for some flyouts that he hit earlier in the game. With the hitters count 2-0, Woods coming out of the stretch. Looks over at O'Hara, comes to home. McLaughlin, oh, hitting it past Sonis at third. O'Hara round second, but stays. Sonis actually lets that one through, but I wouldn't call it an error. It's just a well-hit ball by McLaughlin.
So Jumbo's threatening early here with no outs.
At Jumbo's no outs with runners on first and second, and Rosado comes out to talk to Woods, maybe settle him down. Regain that composure as he's going to face Will Glazier, the Jumbo's catcher, number 21.
And the heart of the lineup really doing its job. Freshman getting on base. Not really seeing the power with the wind today, but really it's all about advancing runners in a low-scoring affair like this one.
Yeah, the 4, 5, 6 hitters up here for the Jumbos. Glazier here looking to advance, maybe knock in a run. One of the Jumbo seniors here, the catcher. The righty against the southpaw looking to take advantage. Lays down a bunt down the third base line. Could not have asked for a better bunt. And he's safe. Glazier bunt single. Bases loaded here for the Jumbos with no outs.
Picture perfect bunt from Glazier, you know.
Later.
It intended to be a sacrifice, but it was such a good bunt that he made it himself, and he's not the fastest guy out there either.
No, Glazier will tell you that himself. He's not the fastest guy. Lays it down the third base line. Could not ask for anything better for James Howard. Bases juiced, no outs. As Rosado comes to talk to Woods, make sure that he can get out of this bases loaded jam.
Small ball, you're facing a pitcher who's not letting you hit it too deep. You know, you gotta play it short.
Woods playing the ground ball game today in this wind. In this wind, they might not be bad to pitch for some fly balls. No one's really done any damage off of a fly ball besides an error by the Salem State outfielders. Now the manager comes out to talk to Woods. Rosado there as well. Powwow on the mound. Salem State has some arms in the pen, though.
And Woods will stay.
But staying out here, the southpaw against Howard, another senior for the Jumbos, the lefty here. Woods with the bases loaded here, looking to recover after letting 3 runners on. Coming out of the windup, Howard looking at strike 1 inside. Woods hoping to get ahead in this count. Past 2 counts he's been behind 2-0. Woods coming out of the windup, the lefty to Howard, and Howard turns on it, hits a fly ball into left, and it falls. The wind took control of that, and Tommy O'Hara comes home. James Howard with the RBI after that long fly into left, got away from
the second baseman,
Davis.
Tom Petrie.
Now Tom Petrie, the second baseman, comes up with the bases still loaded, no outs as the ball falls into left field.
Really, you can blame that one on the wind. It just got pushed so close to the foul line there. Normally, it would have gone straight to the left fielder.
Davis had good positioning, but the wind took over and he had to make a rush play on that ball.
The Jumbos were conservative in the base paths there. They were told to hold up and tag, but had they gambled on that, they could have probably scored 2.
Yeah.
Gotten a man to third as well. But
Petrie looking to knock one in, and they're going to take Woods out of the game. Coming in is number 22 for the Salem State Vikings.
That's Cato LaCroix.
Cato LaCroix coming in, yeah, the righty.
Holliston, Mass. My high school rival.
Oh.
Tri-Valley League. Oh, looks like it's actually Matt Turmen, number 23.
Number 23. Yeah.
Tough to read their numbers.
Yeah.
But gives us an easier pronunciation, so
Yeah.
we'll take it. Senior out of Lynn, Massachusetts.
Turmen, the righty,
Attention, please, now pitching for
looking to
Salem
warm
State.
up.
Number
We're going to have a
23,
little warm up
Tremaine.
here. Jumbo base runners talking at first base with the first base coach about what's the plan here, facing a fresh arm. Petrie, not much of a threat thus far at the plate, looking to do damage here with bases loaded.
He struck out swinging last time he was up at bat, went high on a fastball.
Turmen really showing us the heat here with the warm-up pitches. Petrie getting his timing down, warming up. Looking to, at the very least, hit a sac fly here. Get a jumbo runner in. That opened up the ball game to a 3-1. If they take lead, it's 2-1 now. The Jumbo's getting some more hits. They got 3 hits so far this inning.
Yeah, Woods still has 3 men on base who would count for his own earned run average.
That's right.
Putting Turmen in a really tough spot here. Bases
Yeah.
loaded, no outs.
Turmen looking to bail out his fellow staffsmen here. Salem State infielders and outfielders taking a moment to talk, discuss about the plan here against Petrie.
And if you're the Jumbos, if you're Petrie, are you swinging at this, or are you trying to just get contact and move a couple guys in?
I'd say you have to, with the score of this ballgame, you have to take a sac fly here. I don't know if Petrie is not much of a power hitter, but try to get something into the outfield.
The second baseman, Tom
Even a ground
Petrie.
ball, maybe.
Yeah.
Play first.
With McLaughlin on third, Glazier on second, and Howard on first. Starting the at bat here, Petrie versus Turmen. Turmen, the righty, with a big wind up, coming right down the middle with strike 1. Petrie looking at 1. Bold, but and leans it.
Throw over. Glove around that one.
And him allowed Petrie before home. A count.
Here, top as well.
And now 1. Look out on ball, make. Means it. Runner. Gets the top of the jumbo lineup. Connor McDavitt looking to get a 2-out rally going. Tom Petrie on the Vikings coming out of the stretch.
If I have some tape, that'd be
Oh,
sweet.
there we go, and we're back.
Now pitch hitting.
Brian coming out. The dirt.
And Fontaine is one of the Vikings' leading batters with 7 for Jumbo. He's got
2-2 pitch. Ooh. Just outside. Catcher's setting up for an inside throw.
behind our head. Pitch count.
8th pitch, he's throwing a pinch hit for Don Rosado, the catcher. Big lead from third base, 1 out. There's another strike. One, George Sonis. Round third baseman. Jackman second, and they get
Good throw.
looking easy down at first base, and he'll turn the out.
That inning. A little hairy for quickly.
And we're back live. Rafael Tayet. So I got a little second person fielder to start.
For class.
He on a run. Wind is calming down a little bit. The start of this to hair looked like he was.
You go to the relief.
Coming out of the south, pushing a lot of balls closer to the infield and a little bit towards the left field foul line.
7 innings of play. It is
After
Hey, Jesse,
7 innings of
guys.
play, and we're back. Leadoff hitter Kevin Cairns up at bat for the Vikings. Tufts is still up 5-1 in the top of the 8th. That'll be ball 2 in the dirt. 2-1 count. Tom Ryan coming back in again for another inning with the Jumbos. Glazier sets up inside. Just miss. Ball 3 on a 3-1 count. Grounds to the first baseman, and he'll make an easy play at first.
Howard making a good move on that ball. Cairns with a
first baseman,
little bit of speed there,
Dan
but
Connors.
Howard was not phased.
Don Connors, the first baseman, coming up to the plate. Looking to get his first hit of the game right now. He's had 2 groundouts to the shortstop and a line drive to left field. And he'll take a called strike 1 outside.
Connors going old school with no batting gloves.
One. Ground again to the shortstop, and he'll turn the play. We out number 2.
The second baseman, number 5, Richard Fecto.
Now coming up to bat for the Vikings, Richard Fecto, the second baseman, number 5.
And the infield's done a good job for Ryan here today. Only 1 error on the board for the Jumbos compared to 5 for the Vikings, so I thank them.
Ooh, an Ephus pitch. Don't see too many of those anymore. I'll go for ball 1. Try to see if they get him to jump at that one. Just foul down the first baseline. Tufts catcher Glazier having a very relaxed low stance. He's doing a great job of giving the target today. It's definitely been showing. Tom Ryan's been hitting those low targets all day. The pitch, ground again down the first baseline. This one will be fair, and that'll turn the final out of the inning. Tufts Jumbos with a 1-2-3 inning, and that'll do it for the top of the 8th. Score still 5-1.
For Salem State in the top of the 8th inning, no runs, no.
And we're back. Coming into pitch for the Vikings, McLaughlin. In 16.1 innings pitched, he's thrown a strong 17 strikeouts with only 2 walks and a 3.86 earned run average.
And you'd think Salem State were just winding through some of their young pitchers in this game, but now McLaughlin's one of their better pitchers. He's got their 4th best listed ERA, and that strikeout to walk ratio is really the most impressive thing. Very useful for a game like this. It's been a contact-based game, and McLaughlin will limit that.
Definitely. Looks like they'll try and put in one of the veteran pitchers to minimize damage at this point. Just try and get through these innings quickly, give the batters some chances to try and mount somewhat of a comeback. Do whatever they can at this point. for the Jumbos. We're starting off with Will Glazier. Oh no, we have a.
For the Jumbos in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Sorry, my bad. James Howard will be coming into bat for the Jumbos. The first baseman, James Howard. Called strike one.
A little bit of heat there.
Yeah.
McLaughlin.
He's definitely turning this up. That'll be ball one. A 1-1 count. Howard unloads a strong swing, foul. 1-2 count. From the windup, a little bit outside. It'll be ball 3. And a foul ball deep down the left field line. I tell you, look at this new pitcher. He's got a lot more confidence in the mound. He's taking his time. He's communicating well with the catcher, and he's hitting his targets. The last pitcher seemed like he was in a little bit more of a rush. This guy's got the confidence that he can take the game slow, make the game come to him.
Yeah, it's impressive being a freshman, McLaughlin. That kind of composure.
Absolutely. And we got a full count right now. Another sharp line drive, softly to the second baseman, will be caught for the out. First out.
And Petrie up at bat now, still in the game. He'll look to come up with a single or double. We haven't really seen any extra base hits today, aside from ones that were aided by errors. Nothing really getting past the outfield yet. We'll see if Petrie can change that.
Hey, there have been a lot of errors so far this game. There have been 5 right now from this guest team of the Vikings. The pitch. Pop foul.
Petrie was involved with the Tufts errors. We only have 1 marked. You could point to 2 if you want. On O'Hara's throw from third, but I guess they consider that just a hit. But Petrie fouled a double play up at second.
Grout to the third baseman, and he'll make the play. Petrie goes down on a ground ball.
The right fielder, number 13, Oscar Kuch.
It's not the best hitting day for the Jumbos. They actually have fewer than the Vikings, only 4 compared to the 5 of Salem State. But they've capitalized on all of their men who've gotten on base. From walks and hit by pitches. 3 hit by pitches, I think, today, or 4. I think it's up to 4 now for the Jumbos. They've been able to get those guys in.
Yeah, actually looks like O'Hara's taken most of those. 2 hit by pitches for him alone. He scored off one of those. Sharp line drive, fouled off the. Oscar Kutch, the batter, the right fielder. Oh, 1 count on the lefty. And again, McLaughlin taking his time, stretching behind the mound before he sets up. The pitch. Goes for the off speed, gets a little bit outside him. Be a 1-1. And another off speed, miss again. 2-1. He's trying to get Coach to chase right here. Let's ground to the second baseman, and I'll turn the play for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning. Jumbos go down. We'll catch you back in the top of the 9th inning, where the Vikings will try and mount a last stand, trying to come back from the 1-5 deficit.
For the Jumbos in the bottom.
And we're back. Tom Ryan will be coming out to go for the complete game right now. Tom Ryan, the Tufts pitcher.
For Salem State in the top of the 9th inning. The shortstop, number
Looks
13,
like we got
Ryan
number
Beliveau.
13, Ryan Beliveau, coming in to bat for the Salem State Vikings. It's do or die for them right now. The top of the 9th inning. Down by 4 runs.
And Belleville, their second best hitter, hitting at 366 on the year. Ending in a good place in the lineup for their last stand.
Not having a great day today, though. He's 0 for 3 on the day so far.
Luckily, he's got Sedano behind him. Sedano with the lone RBI for the Vikings today. Freshman power hitter.
We're seeing some very strong freshmen in this game from both teams. Pitching, hitting. Great playing by O'Hara, third baseman for the Tufts Jumbos. As well as pitching, number 16, McLaughlin from the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm telling you, freshmen are taking over NCAA sports. Just watch a little Kentucky basketball.
Great block by Glazier.
I don't think any of these guys will be going pro next year, though.
Nah,
I don't know, though. Some D3 players do make it up in the, at least in the minor leagues.
definitely.
In baseball.
Though it's not a one and done system. Or
Although a lot of college players will leave early if they get drafted high enough. Some players
absolutely.
going straight from high school, actually, in the baseball system. But typically, most will go for at least several years at a university.
2-1 count. Bellevue grounds one up the middle. Second baseman will grab it. Quick throw to the first baseman will get him down. Out number 1.
The designated
Play by
hitter,
Petrie there. He's been reliable at second base today. And they'll have Sedano now. Sedano probably going to be swinging deep here. He's got to look for an extra base hit.
As you said, so far Sedano's been hit by a pitch and has had an RBI in the game, the lone RBI of his team. First pitch to him in the dirt.
He had that nice line drive over third base. Harry Brown's throw from left field couldn't get the runner in time at home. As Sedano watches a strike.
Sedano, the freshman from Lawrence, Massachusetts. Another freshman, batting number 5th in the lineup. He'll take ball 2 down in the dirt. Low and outside target from Glazier. Miss middle and outside. Ball 3. Sedano takes a ball 4 outside. He'll get on base.
So not exactly what Sedano was looking for, but he'll always take a walk.
Number 7, Colton Fontaine.
Gotta get someone on base sometime.
That'll put Colton Fontaine up to bat. Left fielder coming in. He replaced Mike Davis in the 7th inning. Great block, but he'll still run. Will they get him at second? No. Stolen base by number 24, Jose Sedano.
And Moser tries to make his case with the umpire, but it did look like Sedano had it.
Now with the runner on second base, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's like a swinging strike for Fontaine. Looks like Sedano will pick up a signal from his third base coach. Let's see what he'll do. Chopper up the middle, the shortstop. Get him out at first base, but Sedano advances to third base. We got 2 outs now with a runner on third base.
The catcher, number 15, Tegan Malianek.
Malianek, the catcher, now coming into bat. He also came in a 7th inning pinch hit situation. In his first at bat, he grounded out to the third baseman.
And Ryan just inches from the finish line here. Not looking just for the win, but also to keep Sedano from scoring. Keep it to 1 earned run on the day.
Strike 1 called. And another ball down in the dirt. Glazier's been doing a great job of keeping balls in front of him all day. He's had some phenomenal blocks. The runner on third, that's crucial. But he's even been doing it when it doesn't even matter.
Always good practice.
Definitely.
And it just keeps the pace of the game going along smoothly.
A chopper up the middle. Running home is no, they're going to let Sedano score, but they'll turn the out at first, and that's the 3rd out of the game, so it won't even matter. The Tufts Jumbos have won the game 5-1.
Nice little play from O'Hara at third base to finish it up, but really the day was about Tom Ryan on the mound, pitching a complete game with 1 earned run, and the Jumbos infield getting it done behind him. So great job by the Jumbos. Salem State couldn't get their bats going.
And at the end of the game, the Tufts Jumbos win the game with 5 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. The Salem State Vikings with 1 run, 5 hits, and 5 errors. That's a hard way to lose a game with 5 errors. I mean, most of those errors resulted in scored runs. Say, looking back at the game, they're probably going to want a lot of those back.
Yeah, for sure. Got to help out your pitchers in the field. Jumbos did that, so they come away with the win.
Certainly.
All right, so thank you, Tyler, for joining us. I'm Matt Nacy Phelps here with JumboCast. Join us for more of the Jumbos games later this season. Thank you.
Is now 2-2. Tim Woods takes the loss for Salem State.